This is Cronkite News.
Hello and welcome to this Cronkite News Noon Update. I'm Laura Sposato. 7 states don't have this position, and Arizona is one of them. It's the role of Lieutenant Governor, but a bill that is being heard today might change that. Governor Doug Ducey and Secretary of State Michelle Reagan ran separately this past election. But if the proposal goes into effect, the position of Secretary of State would be replaced with Lieutenant Governor, and both the Lieutenant Governor and the Governor would have to team up together on the ballot, like the President and the Vice President. Another bill hitting the Capitol could shadow the legislative process from the public. Senate Bill 1435 would eliminate the need for officials to hold public meetings if they are just discussing or proposing legislation. These meetings would take place out of the public eye until the governing body actually takes action. And we've been following this story for you, a bill that would help Arizona microbreweries produce more beer without losing their pubs. Right now, restaurants like Four Peaks are making almost too much beer. Arizona has a production cap for microbreweries, so if they want to make more beer, they need a producer license, and they'd have to shut down their restaurants. State Senator Kelly Ward introduced SB 1030, the Arizona Beer Bill, to raise the production limit for microbreweries and to allow them to operate restaurants. This bill will be heard in the CDW committee today. Last summer, Arizona Senator Jeff Flake spent a week in New Mexico with Senator Martin Heinrich on an island in the Pacific. Now both senators are doing what they can to encourage bipartisanship. Cronkite News reporter Nahal Cretion has the story in Washington, D.C.
Senators Flake and Heinrich spent a week on this deserted island foraging for food and learning to survive on little. Drinking coconut water for a week, Flake lost over 10 pounds. Earlier, Flake was packing on the pounds at a bipartisan luncheon, the first one held in over 2 years. Senators on both sides of the aisle felt that meetings like the one held in the Russell Building are instrumental to fostering the trust necessary to pass legislation and enable Democrats and Republicans to work together to actually get stuff done.
The inspiration for it really came from the persistence of Jeff Flake and Martin Heinrich saying, why don't we do this together, which I think started as they were on that island drinking coconut milk, keeping the sharks away, and trying to light a fire. So with that, let me turn it over to Jeff and to Martin.
2 for 3, ain't bad.
Yeah, right. We were asked if we cooked up this idea on the island. That's about all we could cook up because we couldn't light a fire. That was the problem.
In Washington, D.C., this is Nihal Krishan, Cronkite News.
And here's what we have coming up tonight on Arizona PBS 8 HD at 5. House Bill 2511 is mandating police cameras be used across the valley, and our Cronkite News team went on a ride-along to see the devices in action. But just where is this money coming from? Plus, a medical marijuana facility is growing plants in the middle of a valley neighborhood. We'll take you inside the community fight over pot farming. That's all for this Cronkite News update. For Arizona's top headlines, head over to cronkitenewsonline.com. We'll see you tonight at 5 on Arizona PBS 8 HD.